Hello again, and welcome to my creative African cooking channel, Ndudu by Fafa. Ndudu by Fafa. Thank you for joining me for another experience with Fafa. This time round, it's a request from Sheena Love for her son, because it's his birthday tomorrow. And she wanted an Etor recipe, and I was like, what? Don't I have one in there? Obviously not. So she was quite lucky because, I've got limited ingredients. So I had some green plantain left when I did try making my green plantain akara. Have you tried that recipe? Oh, please leave a comment below and tell me what you thought about that. So, of course, I got this message yesterday and I had to quickly rummage through my stuff to find out what I had available. So I'm just using limited ingredients, but it was equally tasty because it's in Dubai Fafa, as one would think and say, isn't it? This is the challenge. So of course I've got my plantain, which is just perfect because you don't want an over-ripened one, you don't want a ripened one, we just one that's transforming. Yes, it makes a big difference. Reason is because it has that sort of just about sweetness taste, but it's not that sweet, it's just so, and that is what you need for this recipe. Obviously, you need to cut your plantain to your preferred shape. And at this point, preheat your oven to 160 degrees. If you've got raw peanuts like I do, because I'm going to be roasting it in that oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. Now I've got the Kobe, which is the salted fish, and it's made out of tilapia. It's a local Ghanaian sort of delicacy. You need to try it. But we're in the UK and we're still in the lockdown, and ingredients are quite hard to come by, especially for me. Yes, absolutely. So I do improvise. So a little goes a long way. Please don't laugh at my bijou Kobe that I'm adding to it. So here I've got my saucepan, I've got my water, I'm adding my sliced plantain, as you can tell. Then the Kobe goes in, the habanero chili goes in, and some onions, infusions now sitting. That entire plantain is going to get that. I added a little bit of salt. I mean, I'm quite mean with the Kobe that I added. But Charlie, we're on the lockdown, we're improvising. Kakebi so no ninko. Ke flavor few moon onabwe no noni. Anyway, I've washed my eggs and I'm just going to add that to it because you know what? Put a gum shegum. That's it. Why do you have to boil the egg separately and waste any gas? Now we're adding it all together, but ensure that you do wash it after 10 minutes. And at this point, and I think that, the eggs are slightly overdone. Really overdone. But anyway, it would work. So I'm just going to take the plantain off and I'm just going to allow it to just dry for about 3 to 4 minutes because I just need the moisture out. Absolutely. I'm adding the chili, as you can tell, and my bijou Kobe. If you're laughing, actually, no too more ding. Yes, lockdown oil. So I had this palm oil and I had to use it, Charlie. And then you know what? The habanero chili. I divided it in two, and yes, I'm just adding that. And of course, if you're making this for a child, you need to, limit the amount of chilies that you do add to this. But then again, this is a delicate dish, and you need to respect it for what it is. Of course, I've added my onions, and then the Kobe is coming in. Yes, I'm doing some infusions in here. So, to give that palm oil that flavor under normal circumstances. I'd prefer to use Zumi, which is this amazing spice palm oil. You need to try it. It's incredible. But I've run out of it, so one has to improvise. My peanuts actually looks good. It's out of the oven. It's cooled down. And I'm just putting it as one does. Because guess what? I've got my asanka ready. And I'm just adding a little bit of the peanuts there. As you can tell, I'm adding my Kobe and, part of my onions because I'll be using the remaining part, yes, for decoration because I want one to bite into that onion and to get that flavor. Okay, mini. Sitting. I've added half the habanero chili and then the tapoli comes in. Yeah, benyama diwe now sitting. Flavor na ye dibikum. Igbomola. me patoa. Yeah, me womla. No, I was smooth. Abanuka Ndudu by Fafa ya. No ninko na kashi wo ketapuli and wo came mash no feno. Udenche, okay mini. Wo fe. Sure I can go back correct my kashi. Mini ji mash ye gummy. I'm doing it. Okay. So I am grinding everything till I have that smooth consistency, which is important at this point. And especially, because I've used that bijou kobe, I told you, do not laugh. Yes, it's important. It's important that I grind everything that is smooth. So now I've added the plantain that has been air dried, I guess. When I say air dried, I left it for about 4 to 5 minutes. Yes, in that strainer. And so any moisture has gone out of it. And I'm gently mashing this. This is what I mean about infusion. You see how I'm crushing each and every plantain and mixing it both with that, Kobe and onion flavor. So you've got that slightly ripened plantain. And then you've got the onions, the palm oil that is infused with the habanero chili. My mouth is watering, and I ended up making this quite earlier today. So I had it for brunch. I know I'm terrible like that. But I think this is working perfectly. So if you notice the amount of oil that I've used, even though I picked up a heap, that's not what I've used here. So this is a healthier option. Absolutely. And look at the color. It's nice and bright and rich, and it's got all the elements of that flavor. I think I should call this the lockdown Etor. And I'm a boy. Dama. Sneakily, I had to have a taste to make sure that the flavors were on point. So, of course, I tasted it and it's like, I think this needs a little bit of peanuts and just a bijou bit of salt. I didn't film that, but I needed it. And that, when I tasted it the second time, it was just perfect. I was like, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, we're rolling. We into business. Yes. Now, of course, if you're going to be tasting with your fingers like I did, quite dodgy of me anyway, ensure that you do wash your hands. Yes, for a minimum of 20 seconds at least. Yes, with soap and water. Yes, that's so important. And please protect yourselves. I really need you guys to be okay. If you have watched this video to this point, I know you're dedicated, and especially if this is your first time of watching, you're welcome. Because I've just created this whole, and I'm adding my caramelized onions that are just perfectly spiced and sprinkling some peanuts as one does. Now, traditionally, one would add the number of eggs that it's one's age, but I can't imagine 50 eggs on an Etor. So, one can actually depict what each egg means to them for the day, because it's a dish that is made in celebration of another. Yes, it's important. And I had this half egg, and I drizzled a little bit of my, flavored palm oil as one does. Added my, onions as one does. And then it all changed. Just enjoy the decorations. Now look at this. Open your mouth. Look how nice and moist it is, and it's packed with natural flavors, of course. Which design do you like? first, second, or third? Keep voting and leave your comments below. Now, this video was supposed to be up yesterday, but due to technical glitches, you are watching it today. But it's better late than never, I hope. But yeah, thank you very much, each and every one of you, for watching. My notification gang, I appreciate you. Now, should I leave the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog, ndudu.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat as Ndudu by Fafa. So do pass by and say hi. Noel, thank you very much for my theme song. And on to my next video with you kings and queens. Please stay safe, take very good care of yourself, and as I always say, if you're ever gonna change, change for you. And me love you for you. Thank you for watching.